Nobody else could figure it out, but I, a random SMP YouTuber, have created the first fully impenetrable base in Minecraft's entire history. How did I do it? Well, basically, I started by generating a super flat world with 100 layers of bedrock. Then I built a tiny room at the very bottom of the world. But that's not impressive. The real thing that makes this base better than the rest is that it has something no other base has, an intended entrance. Remember, bases aren't meant to keep everyone out, they're passwords. People forget they're meant to be easy for the owner to get in and impossible for everyone else. And how do you give a room access to exactly one player? Well, I only know one way. Everyone say it with me. An elaborate and moderately difficult obstacle course from the outside world directly to the center of your vault room. So welcome to the bestest base in Minecraft. You can tell because it looks good in a thumbnail. See, I actually did my research and discovered the one trick Minecraft experts hate to keep anyone out of your base. The best place to hide all of your valuables is outside. That's because it makes breaking into the base completely pointless. So I used up all the ore blocks I got in this world on a ring of beacon lasers as the first defense. It's psychological warfare. But don't worry, because it's also a trap for the greedy. If you try to mine them, you'll activate this ring of skulk sensors that's guarded by zoglins. This piston down here will extend, causing my carpet parkour defense to vanish over the Gaia's Vault Acid Abyss. You just lost your only way in. Though, suppose you're not greedy. Well, your journey has just begun. To even enter the vault, you'll have to navigate the surface defenses.
What if I break this ice block? Oh, look, at all this water.
Get across this full-grown lake of lava, all while being gunned down by my army of blazes.
What? Did the blaze just hit the end crystal?
Yeah. So you're probably asking, of the 13 upcoming levels, defenses, what actually makes them unbreachable? Well, the short answer is they're covered in bedrock on all sides. You can't go around them.
I feel like a 9-year-old kind of just going through like a prison that my brother built. I don't know.
But the long answer is this. Science is built on the shoulders of giants. And what I learned from all the famous experts that came before me is something Sun Tzu once said. The best defense begins with a cactus level. But cactus rooms have exactly two flaws. For one, sand can be collected, and we can't have our intruder using items. And two, you can just bridge over the cactuses. So I solved the first problem by making all the sand suspicious, and I solved the second problem by simply lowering the ceiling, raising the cactuses into the sky. They've unlocked the third dimension. Any intruder here would cower in fear and retreat.
Oh my gosh, there's cactus. What is this? This is some out of a dream.
But if you keep your resolve, you'll discover the cactuses actually make a secret parkour course that makes it possible to reach the exit. This parkour is something only the creator would ever know about, but if an intruder discovers it by pure luck, they'll surely fall for the next trap. Walking down the staircase, you'll suddenly fall into this pit of powdered snow, followed by a sequence of several deadly blocks ending in TNT minecarts, which will launch you all the way back into the powdered snow to do it all over again. I mean, I haven't tested it on anyone yet, but I'm pretty sure that's how it's gonna go.
And we're on to the next room. Whoa, is that...
Did you not even notice? See what are you trying to do?
Wow, that goes really deep.
Wait, this is clever. You're testing what's behind it. Oh my god!
Let's go! Let's go!
Now, since I want the space to be easily accessible by the owner, on the other side of this magma parkour course with 4 block jumps, I built a combination lock door. It's a password with over 1 million combinations. Even a redstone expert wouldn't be able to get through it. Are you just... Crafty. What? Okay, so the defense I wanted to add after the password door was a room full of withers that spawn when you enter it, but since a lot of them are just floating in the air and whatnot, I couldn't figure out how to wire it or detect it, so I just have a barrel here full of wither skulls. Just please remember to spawn them yourself when you get here. Thanks.
It's like an optional boss fight?
No. While you're fighting off a storm of withers, you'll have to find a secret entrance, which you think is up the staircase, right? But it's actually hidden all the way at the bottom behind the stairs. The room the staircase leads to is a lie. But trust me, it gets better, because I realized that every staircase has a security flaw. They can all be climbed up, but not mine, because I didn't make it out of obsidian, I made it out of honey. Even if you crouch on the edge, it is truly insurmountable, not to mention all the withers you'll have to deal with. That room was so impressive, it gave me a great idea. This shouldn't be easy anymore. I should start combining multiple defenses into each room. For this upcoming room, I combined 2 of my favorites, the obnoxious sound making room and the warden defense.
Gotcha. So I'm guessing I won't be attacked because they're all distracted.
Invisibility? Yo.
Invisibility against wardens?
Yeah, for aesthetics.
But it's even better than that. You'll have to overcome 3 defenses at once, because the only way to progress is through a long and painful crouching tunnel under slabs, through cobwebs, on top of soul sand, on ice. Because I determine what's secure by what would cause an 11-year-old to make the soy jack face. The crouch tunnel directs you to friendly powdered snow, which is clever because most intruders will think it's just a trap, but it's actually the only way forward. It's also a trap. Immediately, you'll fall through a pillar of string to stop you from effectively placing water or other blocks. You'll be barreling towards a room surrounded by ghasts on all sides with a floor made of magma blocks, sweetberry bushes, and the deadliest block to fall onto, pointed dripstone.
Ah! Ah! Where am I? Oh.
Once you fall into the room, your only way out is through a crawl window hidden in the wall, but good luck setting it up while being bombarded by bombs, and you can't stop them because the ghasts are all too far away to damage.
Wait! The quintuple redirect! He's taking them all down!
Assuming you get through that, you'll reach a checkpoint of sorts. See, in the future, you'll come across this 3x3 vault door that can only be opened with a keycard, a special item that only I know and only I have. But since I usually forget to bring my keycard, I decided to keep one hidden in this room specifically. There are 2 vaults in this room made out of obsidian and reinforced deep slate, and not only do you have mining fatigue, but you don't know which of the 2 vaults has the keycard. I will admit, this is my strongest defense. However, I couldn't quite get enough materials in time to build the whole thing, so I only built one of the 4 vault walls, but I don't expect anyone to actually check around the back.
All right, so in this room, you're gonna find,
So how am I doing relative to other YouTubers?
wait, Horizon, I gotta explain. Inside one of these 2 obsidian vaults, you've got to figure out which one it...
Oh.
I mean, every time I break into my own vault, I always do it the slow way from the front, because that makes better content or something. Now, what exactly is this keycard you're hyping up, Ken? A chiseled bookshelf?
The fuck's a chiseled bookshelf?
Isn't that something someone could guess themselves? It's not that simple. I didn't want the password to my base to be an item that anyone could create themselves, so it's not just a chiseled bookshelf. I may have manipulated the NBT data so it actually contains a book, except it's not a book, it's a chest, and inside the chest is all of my escape kits.
Wait, I just realized I don't remember how I got the chest in the bookshelf in the first place, so I can't really put my keycard back together.
Well, good thing there's one behind the second vault as well. And yes, I hear you guys yelling a chest in a chiseled bookshelf and all this bedrock and reinforced deep slate isn't survival friendly at all. Hey buddy, why would I make it survival friendly if the point of the base is to kill you, idiot? Anyway, let me show you the next defense. One second. I hate doors. Okay, so when I first saw Weefy's impenetrable base, I knew that what made it so secure was the skeleton turrets in the wall. So I was going to add skeletons sitting on pillars to snipe you as you run across this room, but I thought about it, and what's deadlier than a skeleton turret? That's right, a wither skeleton turret. There's only one problem with it. They seem to suffocate for some reason, and I wasn't sure how to fix this, but remember, it's always okay to ask for help. So I DM'd my friend Watto to see if he had a solution to keep the wither skeletons alive, and he came up with this, an autonomously functioning, infinite harming potion generator, by getting witches to throw potions at snow golems, and then redirecting them into the wither skeletons to keep them alive. This is why my base is the product of geniuses.
So, yeah, it's like your defense, but better.
That's, because they do more damage. Oh, wait. They can't see me.
Oh, I didn't think of this.
Yeah, so now if I just crouch...
Oh, he doesn't think you're one of them.
He knows. Luckily, he can't make a shot because he's in the turret.
He actually cannot hit. Oh, he got you.
The harming potion thing is such a cool invention. I wish there were more uses for it. Anyway, while you're being shot by my many turrets, you'll be panicking trying to open this iron door. But be careful because the room behind it is waiting for you. This ledge is rigged with a skulk sensor calibrated to level 10. As we all know, skulk level 10 detects things powering or turning on or opening. And since this door is obviously opening, it will immediately set off the next trap, a ceiling of anvils ready to fall, obstructing your route or crushing you in your attempt to outrun them. At this point, if the intruder makes it this far, they'll be hanging by a thread, a near survivor of my traps. So it's time to finish them off with my most powerful attack. Spamming every hostile mob spawn egg in the entire creative inventory. Witches, ghasts, evokers, blazes, shulkers, cave spiders, zoglins, creepers, and to top it all off, I made the whole floor from the surface down to the void, out of lava.
I'm just kidding, I'm not an idiot. I made it out of powder snow.
Well, shulkers and powdered snow are still a pretty deadly combination.
This invisibility has been unreasonably effective.
Yeah. It's nice, see?
Doesn't matter because it all comes down to this, the 3x3 keycard door, a password so that only the owner and no one else shall pass.
Uh-huh. Oh.
Weevies, did you just hotwire the door?
We're at a point heavily armed players couldn't get past. Imagine someone with no items trying to get through this.
Okay, I'm just gonna grab this one.
Oh.
You know what you've done? You've done something I couldn't, and you made this base actually difficult.
300 IQ!
Oh, the IQ!
This is what doing 5 APs does to you.
Okay, that was a fluke. When the pistons retract, you'll be confronted with my brethren, ultimately leading you to the key to all my wealth. The wealth I didn't spend on every single room of this base. The one block that I went through all this effort to protect from the world. And that block is...
No, that's all.
Really?
Yeah, now you've taken the vault. You can store your own valuables in here. And they'll be safe because they're hidden behind my defenses.
This is it. I beat it. That was it?
Yeah.
Your tone is kind of so untrusting all the time. Like, I never trust it.
Believe it or not, I have one more trick up my sleeve, and it's not a joke this time. This base is actually secretly an escape room. Kinda. It's a new idea for me, at least. The trick is this. If you give yourself one of a variety of challenges, like all the handicaps I've given myself to speedrun other bases, this map has quite a few unique solutions. From simply finding the best speedrun route, adventure mode, half a heart, only using the given items in the world, not being allowed to pick up items, even combining all of those should theoretically be possible if you're determined enough, and I'm sure you could come up with more challenges that seem impossible. It's a puzzle gauntlet, because for the world's most on the correct day April Fool's video, I wanted to give anyone who cares the opportunity to experience the fun that I've had finding clever ways to speedrun through bad bases. Simply join discord.gg/Canadian, yes they're all furries in here, find map and kit downloads, and get bestest base. I'm excited to see what you guys do, because for once in my life, I created something that I'm not afraid will be cheesed or debunked, because it was designed to be. There's actually another secret. You really thought this was just an ender chest? So naive. Inside this ender chest is another ender chest. And inside that ender chest is all of my escape kits. And inside all of my escape kits is all of my key cards.